small handful of people. Everybody in the chat room loves Jeff and Jordan. They're going to be on next week. Jeff and Jordan, big fans of yours also.
Actually, cut you off for a thing. Actually, one of the things that I've tried to do, because after you win the show, it's obviously, you can imagine, it's really hectic. And the one thing that CBS could do a little better is just prepare the people as they get off the show. But one of the things that helped me the most was a few winners had reached out to me and really gave me some critical advice that really kept my head on straight and not to get so wrapped up in everything. So I told myself after I won, it was so helpful that I would reach out to the next winner to do anything I could to help her. And in that case, I called Jordan. She was great, and she was easy because in terms of she got it. There's people who go on the show and get it and understand it and aren't delusional. And that's one of the reasons why I like Jordan and Jeff is they get it. They don't have this overinflated sense of self, which is easy to happen. That's very easy to happen once you go on a show like that, and there is that large internet fan base. But it was really easy to talk to her. She has such a awesome head on her shoulders, very straightforward, and she really didn't even need my advice. But I figured I'd reach out to help anyway.
No, and I think that's a great thing to do, and it's funny that you say that, because this last season, and not to get down on it, but that was probably the thing that turned me off the most about this most recent season was that everyone's liking. When you went back to host the competition in BB11, did you feel the tension that the house guests talked about?
Oh, it was 100 times worse than anything I had experienced in there, and I was out there for maybe an hour, and it was extremely awkward because, when you see those competitions, they take a while to shoot, but they're cut down to 2 minutes. And specifically, I remember because really, really early in the season, and, as I went in there, I was briefed not to give anything away. Obviously, don't say anything to the house guests. And, of course, I wouldn't do that because I wanted to ruin the game. One thing I tried to do, because Jeff was getting beat up quite a bit, just in terms of backhanded comments in between camera shots and things like that. I just tried to mouth to him, like, hang in there. Because I wanted to give him something that, because when you're in there, you don't know if people like you or hate you. I just wanted to give him something that he could hang on to so he didn't throw in the towel, because you never knows how loved he was. And
which was interesting, because he was so loved outside the house, but for the longest time early on, and that's how he and Jordan ended up together, was because they were ostracized. Like nobody would talk to Jeff.
It was really brutal. Like, it was nothing that I'd experienced or seen. It was just any chance anyone got, they were taking digs. And even outside of the game standpoint, I hate to see that happen to anyone, let alone if they're on TV or not. So you just try to. I guess I've always tried to reach out to people that I thought were getting bullied or at least ripped apart. And there's only so much you can do, especially in that environment. You can't do a whole lot to defend yourself, but I just tried to reach out and help them and do whatever I could.
Mm-hmm.
With, staying within the confines of the game and not trying to ruin anything.
You just blew him a kiss and let him know he was going to be okay.